In terms of stories, in terms of drama, in terms of turnarounds, there really is only one place to start in terms of the 3 o'clock kickoffs in the Premier League this afternoon. We have to start at Goodison Park. If there was a week where Sue Smith was to leave early, she was on EFL Goal Zone hours ago, this was it, because it was painful. 87 minutes gone at Goodison Park. Everton were 2-0 up. They'd restricted Bournemouth to a single shot on target. But by the end of the game, the Cherries were leaving with all 3 points. Dawson, you were watching this one. How on earth did that turnaround happen?
Well, I think the substitutions for Bournemouth, Sinisterra coming on and Ouattara coming on. But even then, they came on at 65 minutes. And Everton were in absolute cruise control. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. You see the 2 performances before. Brighton on the first day of the Premier League season. Last week away at Spurs. And then today they looked a different team. They were quite remarkable, really. They should have been up at half-time. They had a good opportunity from Ndiaye, good save from Kepa. Then the second half they came out of the blocks, flying again. I mean, the 2 wide players in Ndiaye and Jack Harrison were brilliant. Dwight McNeil in the 10. Irabunan, brilliant, incredible. He was driving forward, making the numbers up in the final third. But you just thought when they got the goal, Michael Keane, great ball, great player down the right-hand side. And whenever Everton get in a position to put the ball in the box, they don't disappoint. Calvert-Lewin's in there, it falls at Michael Keane, he makes a great touch, half volley in the back of the net, and you think, right, they're up and running. Only what they deserve. They get the second goal, Dwight McNeil runs in behind, and Seamus Coleman had an opportunity just before exactly the same, and he should have scored. Great save by Kepa. But Calvert-Lewin puts the ball in the back of the net. Great little dink, and you think it's game over. Yeah. I really did. At 57 minutes, it was so comfortable. And I said to you, Si, so the next goal is massive.
And it was.
It was. I didn't think it would take to the 87th minute to get it. And the way they conceded the goals, Everton, 3 crosses. This isn't something you think Everton are going to give the goals away in the way they did. I mean, the first one was Ouattara, just fizzes a ball across the 6-yard box. So Menu comes in at the back post, tapping. 87 minutes, you think, surely they're still going to be able to hold on. Then it gets to the 92nd minute, and Everton are still attacking, going for the 3rd goal, and you think, talk about game management. We're still 2-1 up, we've been very confident, home and dry, anything but. They get down the right-hand side, Sinisterra dinks a ball in, midfielder Lewis Cook drives into a box header, and you think, wow, 90 plus 2 minutes. And there was only going to be one winner when that came, Si, and it was again. Another cross, right-hand side, Cliver, who was really poor for Bournemouth today, backstick, Sinisterra comes in, heads it, 3-2. From a neutral's point of view, it was mind-blowing. What a game of football. But for Sean Dyche and those Everton players, you talk about having to pick them up. I don't know how you do, because that performance for 86 minutes was very good. But ultimately, still no points on the board, and that is a sucker punch for Sean Dyche. And the Evertonians, you could see their frustration. They all left. They'd gone.
And for the 2nd season in a row, they've lost their first 3 in a row. But the difference this time, well, they did at least find the back of the net on 2 occasions today. So that's a big plus. But it's almost, you've alluded to it there, Dawson, it's a double psychological blow, isn't it, heading into the international break? It's another defeat, but a defeat that should never, ever have happened. No,
and I look at the two games against Brighton and Spurs. You get beat, you dust yourself down, they didn't deserve anything. But today, they'll go home and there'll be some sleepless nights. We've all been players, we've had bad games and you've made mistakes, and you think, how did that happen? How did we go on to lose that game? All right, we concede a goal, but to concede 3 in the way they did, what would you say with Sean Dyche's teams? We're pretty solid, we defend crosses well. Not today, they didn't. They should have been out of sight. Take nothing away from that. The opportunities they had, Bournemouth were way below par, and Irioli will be going home down to the south coast thinking, wow, we got away with one today. They kept going, never give up, and they go away with 3 points. Incredible, but getting over it for Everton so early on. 3 on the bounce. Hard day for them to take that result.